So, hello. So, in the last class, we discussed about how to create a new tour in the database, right? Now, we are going to continue this class by how to get all the tours, how to get a particular tour, and how to update the tour and delete the tour. Okay, so these are the operations that we are going to do now. So let me start with the getting all the tools, right? We have done it using the file system, right? Now we're not going to do it anymore. We will just simply do it using the database things. So let me comment out this part. So this is the older one, right? So now I'm going to get all the tools here from the database. So how do I get it? The thing is, first I need to await for the const. It's all the tours, right? So I can just call it as tours. So I will just zoom in the screen. So const tours equals to await for the result of tour.find method. Okay. So this tour.find method will return every single value in the tour model. Okay. If you don't pass any value here, like object on based on what condition I should find, it will just simply give you all the tours. Okay, but if I need to use await, I need to make this function an asynchronous one because this returns a promise. Okay, so now the thing is I need to send this, but let me handle the error as well. So try block and the catch block. For now I have only logged it, but this is not the case. I should actually send a response by returning it. Return res.json. Even before that I should send a status. Okay, so usually the status will be 404, right? Because if you cannot find the tools, then it's 404. Usually we will be able to find it, so nothing to worry. And here status fail and message error. Okay, and in the try block we are going to paste this. I hope this is clear. So we will wait for the tour.find query to return the result, and we will store it here. And if it fails, we are sending 404 error, meaning it could not find it, and then we are sending a message. Okay, but of course we have to send a response if it's successful, right? Res dot status of 200. Okay, right? And the JSON success result is this. Okay, so how many results are there? Total tours dot length, and the data that we are trying to send is the tour itself, right? That's it. This is the basic simple way to get the tools from the database and send it. Clear? So let's just check this once in our Thunder client. Let's go to the collections. In the natures we have tours. Click on the get tours, right? I think we have only one tour now, right? So if we hit send, we have an error. Okay, so let me just, okay, I think we have not even started the server yet. CD backend or CD server and then npm start. Okay, so now we can hit send, and we have one tour that we had uploaded earlier, right? Okay, so that's it. This is how you can simply get all the tours. Let's just create another tour and check. Okay, so Edmori in or Chamundi Hills, and duration 1 day. Maximum group size would be like 20, and tries would be some 500. Okay, and let me send this. Okay, so now if you try to get all the tours, it should give me two tours, right? So we have two tours here. Okay, I hope this is clear. So let's move on and try to get a single tour, right? So how would a single tour getting thing would work? We would have to give an ID here, API slash version one slash tours, and then we have to mention the ID of the tour, right? For that, let's just get a two ones here and get a single tour ID and paste it here in the get tour. Okay. Now, if we hit send, right now we have not handled it, right? There is no tour for it. So let's just handle it here first. Okay. In order to get a particular tour, okay, first we have to find it, right? And how are we finding it from the tour model? Using its ID, right? There are lots of methods available on the tour model, right? So let's just check its, uh, its documentation, mongoose. So I don't know which version we are trying to use. Let's just see that once. If you go to the package.json, you can see the version. So mongoose 8 is the version that we are using, right? So let's just go here, click on the read docs. Okay, it's version 8. And the thing that we want to check is the queries. Okay, so on every model, we have lot of queries like this, right? So the thing is now we want to find a tour, right, by its ID, because that's how we will able to get it, right? Here we will mention an ID and it should fetch us, right? So if you observe here, we have a method on the model called as find by ID. So this method helps us get the tour by its ID. Of course, in the find itself, we can do it as well. We can try both. Okay, so let's try this one and this one both. So if you click on this on find method, right, the parameters that you can pass is the filter object that you should pass, like what are the criteria that you should pass to find a particular tool, right? So other options as well right now. So let's just focus on that. And in the find by ID, you just have to pass an ID here. You just have to pass an ID, simple ID, right? So I think this is the most suitable one, but let's try both of these things. Okay, so come back here in the tour controller for the get tour. Let's just come back here. We will make this function as asynchronous function because we will use asynchronous tasks. So now, of course, try catch block needed. Try, and this is a success one. So let's put this up. Sorry. Okay, so now this is in the try block, and of course there should be a catch block as well. Error, and we will handle the error later. Not to worry. So now here const uh, tour is the thing that we will get. My Codium is already suggesting me to use this thing. Let's just use other one like await. On the tour model, we will try to use the find method, not the by ID, just the find method. And you can pass an option here like underscore ID. And usually from the request, if you try to send the ID, it will be available in the parameters, right? So you can access it using request.params. But the field name, if you observe here in the get all tools, it's not just ID, there is underscore ID. So that's why we are mentioning it like this here, like underscore ID, and the value will be request.params.id, right? This will fetch us a particular tour with the ID of this. You can also have the tour name or based on its price, anything you want. Clear? Okay. So now if you save this and send this as a response here. Okay. So I don't have to send all these things now. I just have to send the tour itself, right? Okay, and what if we didn't find it, right? What if we didn't get any tour, right? We can simply return a 404 error and saying it's a fail, and the message will be from this MongoDB error itself. Okay, okay, so now let's just check the get tour part. Let's hit send. We successfully got the tour Chamundi Hills with the ID this one, right? So let's just tweak this and erase a ID. So we got an error saying fail. There is something wrong with the ID, right? Messages failed for a value. There is no value for this, right? So that's it. I hope this part is clear. Let's just pick Edmure in my source ID and see if that is working. Yes, it's fetching us both the tours based on their IDs, right? Okay, so now we can comment this out. You can use this, or you can also use this method like const tour equals to tour dot find by ID and pass the ID request dot params dot ID. That is where you get the ID from the request, right? It will be available in the parameters. Okay. Okay. So now let's just save it and hit send again. So we still got the same result, right? So you can use any of these two. Okay. Okay. So we are done with the getting all the tours and getting the tour. Okay. So let's just focus on how to update the tour now. Okay. How would you update the tour? So in order to update the tour, again, we have to find a method for it. Okay, you can see here we have to find and update. There is should be a method called as find and update. Okay, so there is a method called as find one and update. Okay, so you should be careful here because if you find an object based on a name or something and you want to update, you have to update either one or multiple ones, right? There is always something like that. So the thing is, you can use either find one and update, or if you observe the route, right? So let's just go to this update tour. Yes, so this one is actually passing the ID here, right? In order to update a tour, it actually passes an ID. So if you can see here, we have another method here called as find by ID and update. This is the method that we can use. This is very straightforward, right? So let's just use this method. And in order to do that, we just have to pass a simple ID there as a parameter, right? So let's just use it directly here. So come back here. So let's cut this out. Okay, so you can use try catch block. Even before that, I want to make it an async one. Try catch and handle the error. Okay, so of course, return. If you don't get the tool, we will be definitely saying that here. Okay, result fail, message, whatever the error it is. Okay, and inside the try, uh, we will just simply, oh, it already gave me the suggestion. Okay, okay, so for the body, I'm not going to write anything. Let's request.body. Sorry, let me just explain this. Sorry, because of this codium, I'm getting a bit confused. So we will try to find a tour. This is the new tour, okay, after the updated one. So we are waiting for the result of tour.find by ID and update. You have to write the terms properly. And then you have to pass the ID of the tour that you want to update. That will be coming from the request in the parameters, and what you should update that will be present in the request.body, right? We have discussed post request. It's actually a post request. Updating tool is actually a post request. You can check out the controller here, like the routes. If you observe here tour routes, updating the tour here, it's a post request. Okay, sorry, here it's a patch request. Basically patch and post will have the request body. Okay, so now request.body will be containing the data that should be updated to the tour, and this is optional option, like these options are careful again. So let's just scroll down a bit. Okay, sorry. So there are options, it should be clear, but for some reason this is not clear. So what options can we use here is like you can type naive and set it to true. So this is because once this method runs, it will return the new tour that is updated, or it will just return the old tour itself. Okay, you have to write this. And then another one will be like run validators. You have to run the validators, like if you're updating the name, it should be this much characters. If you're updating the price, it should be positive, something like that. Okay, so it should validate while updating as well, not just while creating the tool. It should validate while updating as well. That's why we will write run the validators again. Okay, okay, I think this should be the thing. And if everything is successful, we need to send a response back. Okay, so res dot status, which is okay, 200, and then status success, and the new tool that we just updated will be sent as a response. Clear? Okay, so let's just save it. And there's something here, some error here. Let me just check this out. I think it should be this is the one that is missing. Okay, I think we are done here. So let's just check update tour here. Update tour. In order to do that, we definitely need a tour ID. Let's just get this. Let's change the price to 1,000 rupees here. Okay. And Edmuri in Mysore, we can change it to like Edmuri Beautiful Falls, something like that. Okay. Okay. So come back to the update tour route here and paste the ID. Okay. And before hitting send, we should go back to the body here and we need to send the binary, sorry, JSON body as a JSON here and take this flower brackets, update the name to Edmuri, a beautiful falls, and then we can update the price here, price to some 1,000 rupees. Okay. Okay. So now if we hit send, oh, we have got an error here. Let's just see if something was wrong. Okay. So unexpected end of input. I think this should be, we should have a terminator here. Sorry, let me just see what's going wrong. Into a controller. Maybe we should make it a text. Let's copy this once. Okay, as the error says, it's unexpected end of input. So definitely in the update tour, I think we missed this part. So at the end. Okay, so let's just format this and check once again. Okay, so come on to update tour. Let's hit send again. Okay, so we successfully updated it, right? So Edmuri, Beautiful Falls, and the price is this. Let's just go and see it and get all the tours as well, right? So the same ID thing has updated here. So that's where we finish our class today. Okay, so let's just revise once, right? So we did three things today, right? So the first thing that we did is getting all the tours, right? So how to get all the tours and how to get a particular tour, right? For both of these things, we are going to use the find method, right? If you don't pass any value in the find method, sorry, here, it will literally fetch all the values of the model. Okay, and that's what we need. So that we just sent it. And in order to get the particular tour, you have to use the find by ID because that is what the criteria that we are using. We are passing the ID and we successfully send it as a response as well. And observe the status codes as well. Okay, that's important as well. And in order to update, we have update tour function where use the method on the model called as find by ID and update. We pass the ID and the updating request body and these extra options like it should return the newly updated tour as the result of this and it should run the validator as well. Okay, so let's do the last one, which is delete tour. Of course, you can already guess we have the find by ID and delete method, right? So let's just cut this, try. Inside the try, this code is going to be there. And for the catch error, if you don't find that ID of the tour to be deleted, we will get an error. That's it. Okay, I think this is more than enough. Okay, so now inside the try, we need to get the tour and delete it, right? So const await, we have the method called as uh, find by ID and delete. We have to make this an async function. Okay, okay, so this will successfully delete it, right? So that's it. That's all we need. And of course, you can give a data here, like what did we delete? But for now, this is totally fine. We can return null. Okay. I think you can even clear this out if you don't even need to restore it anywhere. Okay. Okay, let's just save it like this and check this finally. Let's just go to the thing and let's also get a particular tour. Okay, so let's just get this Chamundi Hill store and try to delete it once. Okay. Okay, so 204, no content. Of course, we didn't get any content here. It should be successfully deleted. So come back here and hit send, and we only have one tour, right? So thank you, and please finish this up before tomorrow. Okay, take care. Bye.